Hello, my name is Elhan Kazımzadeh.
And my name is Fikret Aliyev.
In this project, we are going to discuss socio-political situation of Azerbaijan before and after its division between Russia and Persia. And we did this project in pairs because we think that it's more interesting and it's more productive for us. Uh,
The aim of our project is to discuss the situation in Azerbaijan before the war, Azerbaijan during the first Russia-Persian War, Azerbaijan during the second Russian-Persian War, and Azerbaijan after the second Russian-Persian War.
so first of all, I would like to tell about Azerbaijan before the Russia-Persian War. About the situation in Azerbaijan. General situation in Azerbaijan was not very good. The status of the economy was very bad. There was a very strong struggle for a power, which worsened the country internal policy every day more and more. Hearing about this bad situation in the country, foreign invaders more and more began to attack Azerbaijan.
At the end of the 18th, 19th centuries, the attitude of England and France to the South Caucasus, in particular to Azerbaijan, was their policy of strengthening their positions in Iran. Russia policy in the South Caucasus was characterized by aggressiveness. Secondly, I would like to talk about Azerbaijan during the First Russia-Persian War. On September 12, 1801, the Russian Emperor Alexander I signed a manifesto on the accession of Eastern Georgia to Russia. Along with Eastern Georgia, the native Azerbaijani lands, Gazakh, Shamsadil, Borchalli, Pambek also turned into colony of Russia. And this is how Russia's occupation of Azerbaijani lands began.
I would like to tell about the battle for Karabakh and Shirvan. At the end of 1804, the Emperor of Russia decided to not rush into hostilities with Persia, but to engage in the annexation of other states on the territory of Azerbaijan. So, in the beginning of 1805, the troops under the command of Nisvet joined the Russia with the Shuragil Sultanate, and in May, an agreement was signed with the Karabakh Khanate, and also Karabakh Khanate gave some part of army to Russia. On July 15, the main Russian army approached Shusha, which was able to help both the Karayagin troops and the blockade army of Lisanevich, located in Shusha. After success of Tsianov's army, conquered the Shirvan Khanate on November 30 and headed for Baku. On February 8, the Baku Khanate became part of Russia. However, during a meeting with the Khan, his brother Ibrahim Beg killed Tisanovs and Colonel Elistov. The head of the Russian general was sent to Sheikh of Persia as a demonstration of the Baku Khanate loyalty to its greatness. The Russian army after this, the Russian army left Baku. Result of the first Russia-Persian War. On October 12, 1813, a peace treaty was signed in the village of Gulistan in Karabakh. This treaty was consisted of 11 articles.
And according to Gulistan Treaty, except for the Yerevan and Nakhchivan Khanates, all the north Khanates of Azerbaijan became part of Russia. The right to have a military fleet in the Caspian was granted only to Russia, and a 5% custom duty was established in the trade of Russian merchants with Iran. And Russian merchants in Iran were exempt from paying internal customs duties. The first stage of the was completed with the conclusion of Gulistan Treaty. Now about us during the Russian and Persian War. In December 1825, the Decembrist uprising took place in Russia. The Shah of Iran considered this a convenient moment to start a war. Besides, the former Azerbaijani Khans assured Abbas Mirza that their subjects were ready to rebel against the Russian Gentiles. The Second Russian-Iranian War began on July 18th, 1826, and the Iranian army under the command of Abbas Mirza moved to Karabakh and Ganja.
Uh, so the Iranian troops captured all the Karabakh regions and besieged Shusha. This occupation, which lasted 48 days, was a fatal mistake of the Iranian command. The Russian troops managed to move back and focus on the defense of Tiflis. The Iranians have lost time and strategic initiative. Russian troops. So at the right side, on the top, you can see the honorable dates. In this war. So 3rd September 1826, Battle for Shamkir. 13th September 1826, Battle for Ganja. June 1827, Nakhchivan was captured by Russian troops. And 10th February 1828, Turkmenchai Treaty.
According to Turkmenchai Treaty, Iran had to pay Russia 20 million rubles until the full payment of reparation. Russian troops remained in the southern Azerbaijan. The Iranian side agreed to transfer of the Yerevan and Nakhchivan Khanates to Russia and to those northern Khanates that had already been part of Russia under the Gulistan Treaty. The Caspian Sea became the inland sea of Russia. Only Russia had the right to have a military fleet here. According to the 15th article of the treaty, the Armenians residents of Iran were allowed to move to the South Caucasus, and most of the Armenians were in Yerevan.
So I want to tell about the result of the war after the Turkmenchai Treaty. So the war's end and the signing of the Turkmenchai peace deal confirmed of all terms of 1813 Gulistan Peace Treaty. The agreement recognized the handover to Russia of a portion of the Caspian coast up to the Astara River. The Arak served as a dividing line between the two states. So finally, the Azerbaijan after the Russia-Persian War, post-war situation in Azerbaijan. So the Turkmenchai Treaty, which divided Azerbaijan into two parts, put the end to the Russian-Iranian War of the first third of the 19th century. The division of our people and their lands into two parts has been completed. Our national security has been dealt a severe blow.
The lands of southern Azerbaijan remained a part of Iran, and northern Azerbaijan turned into a source of raw materials and market for Russia. In 1826, the Nakhchivan and Yerevan Khanates were liquidated, and the Armenian region was created on their territory.
Thank you very much for your attention. We hope you liked our presentation.